Prime Minister, Ministers and Delegates, good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to speak with you at the Papua New Guinea Investment Week 2024. I would also like to begin by acknowledging the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, traditional custodians of the land in which we gather here today, and pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. I also extend that same respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in attendance. I'm honoured to be part of this conference for the first time, and thank you to the PNG Chamber of Resources and Energy for hosting this important event and for the invitation to speak today about the Lihir mine and the future of Newmont in Papua New Guinea. For those of you who are not familiar with Newmont, we are relatively new to Papua New Guinea, but have a very long and proud history that goes back more than 100 years. As the world's leading gold company, Newmont's portfolio spans the globe with operations in Ghana, Australia, Canada, the United States, Peru, Argentina, Mexico, Suriname, and of course, Papua New Guinea. Our global headquarters is in Denver, but we have offices in all locations where we operate, including Port Moresby. What sets Newmont apart is that over the last 5 years, we have assembled a portfolio of operations and projects, the likes of which have not been seen before in the gold industry. Our core portfolio has 11 large, long-life operations and 3 projects in execution, capable of producing around 6 million ounces of gold and 150,000 tons of copper a year, sustained over a long period of time. Our acquisition of Newcrest, which we closed just over 1 year ago now, was transformational in helping us to assemble this portfolio. Today, I'll outline what the Lihir mine has delivered over its 27 years of operation and the potential we see in the future of Papua New Guinea. Lihir has been producing an average of over 600,000 ounces of gold per annum since production commenced in 1997. It is one of the world's largest producing gold mines, with 17.5 million ounces of reserves and a projected mine life of 16 years. As a result of the Newcrest transaction, Newmont's global standing was further strengthened with the inclusion of the Lihir mine through this acquisition. Lihir is a world-class operation with long-term potential, and our attention over the last 12 months has been to focus on safely, efficiently, and responsibly integrating this new operation and its teams into Newmont's operating model. This operation, combined with the Wafi-Golpu joint venture with Harmony Gold, has underscored Newmont's vision to have a generational presence in Papua New Guinea. I'm sure it's not lost on this audience that the gold price suggests it's an exciting time to be in the gold industry. Figures released by the World Gold Council show that Q3 2024 marked the highest quarter of gold demand in recorded history, exceeding $100 billion for the first time ever. We are very confident the strength of our portfolio, combined with a laser focus on safety, cost and productivity, will grow margins so that we are able to deliver long-term returns for our shareholders and mutual benefit for the communities in which we operate. I'd like to touch briefly on the improvements we made at Lihir that will deliver increased value over the coming years. As I've said, Lihir is an exciting Tier 1 asset. A lot of similarities to those identified at Peñasquito in Mexico when we first acquired it from Goldcorp in 2019. Peñasquito is now one of the largest and most profitable operations in Newmont. As we look ahead to 2025, our operational focus at Lihir will remain on reducing complexity to deliver more sustainable and predictable results. In the short term, these efforts will result in us producing at the average 600,000 ounces per year in 2025, which is lower than in recent years, but is required as we reinstate reliability and optimize the mine plan. Now that the mine is part of Newmont's portfolio, we will take this time to reset the operation, ensuring that it's cost-effective and sustainable, again, as I said, for the long term. Let me share with you some examples of the opportunities we have already identified to improve systems and processes. With support from our central processing experts, which are in Newmont, our site team is creating our blending strategy at Lihir to improve processing and recovery rates. Not unlike our Marion mine in Suriname and South America, the geology at Lihir can be very difficult and clay-like in certain areas, causing bottlenecks in our materials handling and crushing circuits when processed separately. By blending with other ore types, we will improve the ore feed to our crushers and autoclaves and expect to generate an additional $50 million per annum in value from higher productivity through consistent ore feed. When combined with initiatives to increase crusher throughput and plant availability, we anticipate a meaningful step change in processing productivity at Lihir. The key to extracting value at Lihir is simplification, and we remain excited about the untapped potential at this Tier 1 operation. Newmont's operating model and business strategy is built upon the fundamental principle that the whole is worth more than the sum of the individual parts. And the progress we are making here is a great example of this principle. We will also continue to invest in Lihir to deliver increased value over the coming years. Of course, we know from experience that our success must be built on strong partnerships. We remain dedicated to contributing financially to Papua New Guinea's economic growth and development. I want to state here clearly that Lihir has always paid its taxes in full and will continue to do so. From 2013 to 2023, Lihir paid 2.4 billion kina in total taxes, levies, and excise duties, of which corporate income tax was 441.5 million kina. Over the same 10-year period, Lihir also paid 797 million kina in royalties. And we are pleased to report that from January to September in this calendar year, the mine has contributed 118 million kina in corporate taxes, 79.4 million kina in royalties, and over 1 billion kina in payments to PNG suppliers, of which over 743 million kina went to vendors from the New Ireland province. We don't just view our relationships with governments, communities, and local partners as obligations. They are fundamental to who we are and how we operate at Newmont. Our purpose to create value and improve lives through sustainable and responsible mining is a testament to this. Our approach to partnership is long-term and built on mutual respect and shared prosperity. We continue to prioritize our positive engagement with the local community. While our health and education programs continue to perform strongly, we will focus this coming year on the completion of the Lihir Ring Road, funded through the tax credit scheme. We are also proud to have bilateral agreements with the local communities that host and surround our operations at Lihir and around the world. These agreements ensure that communities benefit from employment, business opportunities, and direct and indirect economic contributions. Looking ahead, we see a very bright future for Newmont in Papua New Guinea. We will continue to work closely with government and local communities and to create mutual prosperity based on a shared vision for the future. So in closing, I'd like to emphasize that we are excited for the future and the role the mining industry and Newmont can play in driving economic and sustainable development in Papua New Guinea. There is nothing like seeing the Lihir mine and its surrounds to better understand its challenges and potential. Unfortunately, not everybody can get to visit or has the privilege of visiting in person, so we've prepared a short 2-minute video that provides a snapshot of the mine and the island of Lihir. Thank you.
Over 5,000 people are employed at Lihir, with a combination of residential and fly-in fly-out personnel, of which around 90% are from Papua New Guinea. Infrastructure for the workforce includes housing, camp accommodation and related community facilities such as a school and a medical centre. Additional infrastructure includes a wharf for general cargo ships and tankers and an airstrip at Kunai. The Lihir ore body is situated in a volcanic crater, and whilst extinct, it is still geothermally very active. The geothermal production zone directly beneath the mining footprint creates safety hazards that are unique to Lihir: geysering in open blast holes and outbursts of hot rock in high pressure ground. The ore is mined by conventional open pit methods. Once blasted, the ore is loaded by shovels into trucks before being crushed and transported via conveyor systems to the processing plant. The Phase 14A cutback, currently under construction, utilises advanced civil engineering techniques to safely steepen the walls of the pit to provide access to high-grade ore. The near shore soil barrier is an organic growth project, which once completed is expected to provide access to the Kapit ore body and would unlock more than 7 million ounces of gold.
Newmont is committed to improving the development outcomes of community members at Lihir and demonstrate our ability to mine in a manner that is culturally and environmentally sensitive and creates opportunities for people.